All right, so integrity. I'm learning that the number one thing I'm learning is you can rob yourself of your destiny because you're unintegral. And what that means is you're not who you say you are. You're not of your word. You're not completely stepping into the God-given destiny of who you are. And today I decided to make a shift. After I was watching this Eric Thomas video of completely stepping into the expertise of who I am, because I've generated so many results, so much results for other people, including myself. And as I generated these results, I had to understand, I had to step in the fullness of being an expert, because in the fullness of being an expert, because that's what I am. Now, I'm not the best, but I think that's one of the motivating factors of being an expert, is that you're not the best. You're not the top. There's always something to strive for, when you're not completely there yet, which is good. So the first question I ask is a couple questions I'm going to share with you just to make you think when it comes to this integrity thing, why it matters. What does your dream really take from you? Meaning, like my dream really takes me to build an email list, surely go live, teaching programs, ebooks, really giving an enormous amount of value, so I can truly show out my business, because the person who wins is the person who gets more value. What type of character do you have to develop? What type of disciplines do you have to have? What type of system do you have to have in place? Meaning, you have to develop more discipline. You have to develop more focus. You have to develop more creativity. You have to learn to be a leader. You have to learn leadership. And I have to learn personally. I have to learn all those things. And do you have to learn what disciplines do you have to have? Do you have to have morning walks? Do you have to have morning walks? Do you have to write gratitude walk? Do you have to change your disciplines about money? Do you have to invest in your business? Do you have to invest in multiple streams to develop your skill set? Do you have to cultivate self-belief? Do you have to cultivate self-love? Do you have to cultivate positive self-talk? What internal and external disciplines do you have to gain to get where you need to go? And this is a major one for me. What internal disciplines? Because this makes you disregard all external people and their opinions, because it's not, after a while, it's not about the opinion, it's about the discipline. So if your discipline says that you gotta go live 3 times a day, you have to build your business, you have to post every day. You have to be misunderstood for a while. You have to be hated on. You have to develop these disciplines to callous your mind. Like, I'll never forget when I went to the Mercedes-Benz dealership, and I kid you not. Now that I understand the psychedelics of the subconscious mind, my father made a huge mistake by trying to hinder me from going to the Mercedes-Benz dealership, because it doubled my income, meaning it made me make more sales. And in the sense of saying my subconscious mind, now that I understand that, you can double your sales because you're doubling your sales is a quantum thing. So if in your mind you see, and I understand this now, if you start to feel to what I was going for at the time when I was when I was walking into the Mercedes-Benz dealership to sit and see myself in a better position. And one of the affirmations that I used to say when I was in the car is I am in full I am the driver of my life. I am in the driving seat of my life, which means I have full authority of how I live, how I grow, where I go in life. I am in charge. And he because he thought I would post it on Instagram, and he thought I was posing by like saying, you're trying to make this fake lifestyle and bloop, bloop, bloop. But what he didn't understand was the power of the subconscious mind on the fact that you have to feel your next level. If your next level is driving a car, if your next level is an apartment, if your next level is, is making more money, etc., you have to get accustomed to those things. Because if you don't get accustomed to those things, then you're gonna get accustomed to where you are, and that's a problem. Because when you don't only get accustomed to where you are, you might miss the fortune of your future because you are only seeing where you are. And like David Imiante said, the reason why I saw my vision because I became what I was, or I passed where I was because I saw it. Because saw is was backwards. So I saw my future. I saw the cars. I saw the vision, and I actually got to go back to doing certain things of seeing my future or feeling my future. So that goes with disciplines. What systems do you have to have in place? Meaning, let's just talk about the internal and external systems. Do you have to habitually visualize and know what it feels like to make more sales, to make more? Wow. So I want to share that with you to get to, like, for instance, my spirit has been telling me for a while, meditate 9 times a day, because it's creating the system of feeling more without going anywhere, even if it's for a minute. And because that system, you're creating a system of feeling your next level. And I finally understand that now as I teach that to you. So what do you have to, and more importantly, as I say that of the development now, what do you have to give up? What do you now have to say, I have to release this? Because I was watching E.T. again, and he was talking about the shift. And he was like, one line he said was, there's going to get you, what you're doing is outdated. And you're going to get to a point where you don't even have to humanly touch what you do. And that's where I'm going in my life, and where I've been doing too much manual work. And now I have to get to a point where I don't even have to touch it. Where Spirit was even told me when I was walking to the graveyard today, as you walk into the North Node of Scorpio, you have to get used to making money without you being there, or without you fully being on top of it all the time. And I met a Scorpio man who said the same thing. I just like to set my system up and make my money without me being there. Like, I don't have to be on top of it all day and all night for me to make some money. And it showed me my future. That and I really had to understand sorry, okay. just came to me. Yeah. So I had to, be clear with the vision. I had to be clear. I had to be open. And, I have to be open to receiving the fact that, I'm going to go to the next level. And, because I grew up in a toxic environment where they taught us that feeling was not all right. And the external disciplines, meaning what you need to get a mentor, do you need to create an email list, do you need to create a funnel system, do you need to post content, do you need to go live, do you need to not be so attached to the results in the beginning? And do you need to just create the system so eventually it starts working for you? You feel what I'm saying? So you can manifest your dreams. Like, for instance, if you don't know what you got to give up or what you got to let go of, you can manifest your dream life and lose it because you're unintegral. Let me say that again. You can, because you don't know what you have, because you don't, wow, I received that. Because you don't know what you have to let go of, or you're not intentionally letting go of shit, you can lose the life that you dreamed of or you manifested because you're unintegral. You're not who you say you are, and you're not who you pose to be. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't want to walk in the fullness of who you are. And now you have to ask the question, now that you're losing things, what do you have to prepare for? And one thing Eric Thomas kept saying recently is plan for plan B. And what that means is plan for the opposition. You know what I'm saying? If this I just caught that. Wow. As I teach, I just fucking caught that shit. Like, for instance, I've been neglecting my webinar, and the powerful thing about automation is it defeats all circumstance. So my spirit keeps telling me over and over and over, if your circumstance were to change, what automated systems do you have in place to debunk any situation that is opposing to you? And I don't really have that in place. And when you're preparing for that next level, you have to prepare for the worst just as much as you would prepare for the best. What type of commitment do you have to do? What type of commitment do you have to do to have your dream? Meaning, what you have to be committed to, no matter how you feel about it, no matter how uncomfortable it makes you feel. What commitment do you have to do? Like, let's say you're going to the gym. What would be your commitment now that you're going to the gym now? And yeah, that's just something to really think about. What do you have to commit to? What do you have to, even if it's not there, what do you have to see and commit to in the dark without you being there? Because a lot of times that's what I'm doing, committing in the dark. And and not knowing what's next. And it's a scary thing, I understand, because when you don't know what's next and you're always in the unpredictable, it's puts you in a very negative, pessimistic state. And that's why I'm about to just write down a daily plan of action, just to tell myself this is what I have to do, because unpredictability is no bueno. I have to create a level of certainty. And I'm learning the only way to have certainty is by massive action. And now I have to understand what beliefs do you have, what belief systems do you have to put in place to do, what belief systems do you have to put in place to win. And that adds to what I just said. What like, let's say about obsession, like let's say if you posting too much, you're not going live enough, whatever. And I'm learning if you don't have no brand, you need to dominate. You need to get attention. That's one major belief that most people don't understand. Even for some of my clients, I'm realizing they're not showing up in their business enough. And for somebody who has no brand, you're not showing up in your business enough. And who do you desire to be? Who do you desire to be in the marketplace? And you have to walk in that and don't do what the 90% do. I'm finally understanding in my journey when Jim Rohn says, don't be the 99%. Don't do what they do. Don't talk how they talk. Don't think how they think. Because in the most raw, candid way ever, the 99% don't know what the fuck they talking about. They're only doing as they're conditioned. That doesn't mean it's right. That doesn't mean they're going to get places, because look at what the 99% are. And last but not least, being broke is unintegral. And because it will rob you of your destiny, your goals, your dreams, your visions, because it will hinder you from. I remember when I was broke and I didn't have enough money to get on my computer for one reason and one reason alone. I didn't increase my price. And even if I charged $297 and up, that would have been a whole game changer for me, because $197 or $97 was living below the poverty line. So even if I got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 5 clients at $300 a pop, that could have got me out of my situation. Or worse, I could have just charged 2 clients at $500 a piece, and that could have been the end of my situation when I was homeless. And what I needed to do was focus on what a Leo once told me when he said, what do you need to get out your situation? What would you need? Like, not nothing luxurious. Don't focus on the big house and all that. What do you need to get out your situation right now? What would you need? And focus on that. And when you get to where you want to be, and you're at least in a position where you're able to keep tackling that need, hitting those small goals of conquering your needs, then you can master getting bigger. And I'm going to follow that advice now. And, yeah. So, last but not least, I want you to sign up for my Insta story, my free Insta story training, where I can help you get an extra 1,000 views to your business. I can help you get an extra 1K to 2K views on your business. And you can get more sales. I've gotten 16 new subscribers from this training. I recently got a comment today on this train because of this training and how I've applied it to YouTube. So I encourage you to click the link below or click the link in my bio so I can help you get more sales and views to your business. Peace.